On a calm Saturday morning, the sky was clear and soft blue, and the air felt fresh and peaceful. Michael woke up slowly as sunlight came through his window. He stretched his arms and listened to the quiet sounds of the neighborhood. Birds were singing outside, and somewhere in the distance, a car passed quietly. Michael sat up in bed and remembered his plan for the day. He was going to visit the city museum with his Aunt Clara. He had not visited a museum in many years, and he felt curious and a little excited. He got dressed in comfortable clothes, a light shirt, jeans, and walking shoes. He wanted to feel relaxed because he knew they would walk a lot. In the kitchen, his mother was preparing breakfast. "Good morning," she said with a gentle smile. "Good morning," Michael replied. "I'm going to the museum today." "That sounds like a wonderful plan," she said. "Museums are full of stories." Michael thought about her words as he ate his breakfast. Stories. He liked that idea. That objects could tell stories from the past. Soon, his Aunt Clara arrived. She was always cheerful and loved learning new things. "Are you ready for our adventure?" she asked. Michael smiled. "Yes, I am." They walked to the bus stop and waited quietly. The morning sun warmed the street, and people passed by on their way to different places. When the bus arrived, they sat near the window. Michael watched buildings, parks, and small shops pass by. He felt calm. After some time, they arrived at the museum. The building was large and beautiful, with tall columns and wide steps. A banner at the entrance welcomed visitors. Michael looked up in amazement. "It's bigger than I imagined," he said. His aunt smiled. "Inside, there are many worlds waiting." They entered slowly. The air inside felt cool and quiet. Soft lights shone on displays, and visitors walked gently, speaking in low voices. Michael felt a sense of respect, as if he had entered a special place. They started in the history section. There were old tools, clothes, and photographs from many years ago. Michael stopped in front of a display showing a small wooden table and simple kitchen items. "People lived very simply," he said softly. "Yes," his aunt replied. "Life was different, but people still cared for their families and worked hard." Michael imagined what daily life might have been like. He thought about how time changes many things, but some feelings remain the same. They continued walking. In another room, there were paintings of landscapes, mountains, rivers, and quiet villages. Michael stood for a long time, looking at the colors and details. "What do you see?" his aunt asked. "I see peace," he said slowly. "It makes me feel calm." Next, they visited a room with ancient objects, pottery, coins, and jewelry. Each item had a small sign explaining its story. Michael read carefully. He felt curious about the people who once used these objects. "They lived long ago," he said, "but their lives were real, just like ours." His aunt nodded. "History connects us." As they walked, they saw a group of students listening to a guide. The guide spoke about how people learned from the past. Michael listened quietly and thought about how important it is to remember. After some time, they sat on a bench to rest. The museum was quiet, and the atmosphere felt peaceful. "I like this place," Michael said. "It helps me think." His aunt smiled. "Museums give us time to slow down." They visited the science section next. There were models of planets and simple machines. Michael pressed a button and watched a demonstration of how gears moved together. "It's interesting how small parts work as a system," he said. "Yes," his aunt replied. "Just like in life, everything is connected." Later, they went to a photography exhibit showing everyday life from different cultures. Michael saw images of families, markets, and celebrations. He felt a sense of understanding. People everywhere share similar joys and challenges. At noon, they went to the museum cafe. They ordered sandwiches and tea and sat by a window. Michael felt relaxed. "Today feels special," he said. His aunt looked at him kindly. "Learning can be peaceful." After lunch, they explored more rooms. One exhibit showed letters written many years ago. Michael read a letter about hope during difficult times. He felt touched. "People always look for hope," he said quietly. "Yes," his aunt said. "That is part of being human." As the afternoon passed, Michael felt grateful for the experience. He realized that visiting the museum was not only about seeing objects. It was about understanding stories and reflecting on life. Before leaving, they visited a quiet gallery with a large painting of a sunrise. The colors were soft and warm. Michael stood silently. He felt a deep sense of calm. "What are you thinking?" his aunt asked. "I'm thinking about how every day is like a new beginning," he said. His aunt smiled warmly. When they left the museum, the afternoon sun shone gently. People walked around the square, and the city felt alive. On the bus ride home, Michael looked out the window and thought about everything he had seen, the objects, the stories, the quiet moments. He realized that learning can change how we see the world. At home, he told his mother about the visit. She listened with interest. "It sounds like you learned a lot," she said. Michael nodded. "I learned that the past teaches us, and that slowing down helps us understand life." That night, as he prepared for bed, he felt peaceful. He knew that the memories of the museum would stay with him, a reminder to stay curious, patient, and open to learning. As he turned off the light, he smiled softly, feeling grateful for a quiet day filled with stories, reflection, and gentle lessons. And in his heart, the museum became more than a building. It became a place where he discovered not only history, but also a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him.